salve, rapaziada. Daniel Brown falando, ó. Tô aqui com o homem, ó. Matheus Medeiros. Estamos aqui tomando uma cervejinha, comendo um gilozinho, mas é o momento da glória depois de muito trabalho, hein, rapaziada. E aí eu vou soltar aqui, né, uma parte da entrevista do John Textor que aconteceu ali no novo vestiário do Botafogo. E eu vou explicar aqui a logística pra vocês, tá legal? Eu vou mostrar aqui a pergunta que eu fiz, vou sintetizar a minha pergunta e a resposta dele. Não vou colocar a tradução, que eu não tô com tempo agora, tá? Mas aí vocês vão ver aqui a resposta do John Textor quando eu perguntei sobre Martinho Ojeda e Matheus Pereira. Perguntei o que ele podia falar para a torcida sobre a possibilidade de trazê-los para o Botafogo, né? E ele respondeu dizendo basicamente, né, que a questão não é só o dinheiro. Claro que não dá para gastar muito dinheiro, mas que a questão também é o desejo dos clubes de mantê-los, né? O Godoy Cruz está desconversando, está sumindo do mapa. O Matheus Pereira, o Al Hilal, está fazendo um jogo duro para liberá-lo, que é muita grana. Então, basicamente, foi o que ele falou. Nesse vídeo aqui não vai ter a tradução, vai ter aí o tradutor, né? O tradutor do Textor, que estava ali ao lado, ele fala logo depois das falas do Textor. Eu vou colocar aqui para vocês darem uma olhada. E também a fala do Textor sobre CT, né? Para vocês darem uma olhada sobre centros de treinamento, né? Tudo que o Textor falou, da possibilidade, né? Da dificuldade de encontrar terreno. Vou colocar aqui também. E aí, um vídeo mais completinho vai sair daqui 2, 3 horas, tá legal? Daqui umas 2 horas a gente vai mostrar tudo, rapaziada. Coletiva do Luiz Henrique, novo vestiário do Botafogo, legenda nas falas do Textor, tudo. Fechou? Tamo junto, fica com o vídeo aí. I want to ask you about 2 players, yes. Matheus Pereira and Ojeda. What can you say for the fans about these possibilities to bring us?
Well, look, I say this all the time, and you know, I think we're going to continue to try and get players that often, you know, are great for us and maybe low probabilities. The probabilities of those players are different. Matheus Pereira versus Martin Ojeda, but they share one thing in common: their owners at their current teams love them as we do. They don't want to let them go. This is very different than, you know, Zahavia, who's making a life choice. Cavani, that was just a series of fun but probably not realistic, you know, conversations. In the case of Matheus Pereira and Martin Ojeda, we very much believe they would like to be a part of the program. We believe that our people here, Mizuko and Brito, Coach Castro, have successfully sold them on being a part of the project. But they're really good for their teams. Matheus Pereira, they just don't want to let him go. You know, fans will say, hey, whatever amount, pay, whatever amount. But, you know, we have a number of positions to bring into this team. You know, you can't just meet the high expectation of every owner, especially when that owner's not really in the market to trade that player. Like, we need to do business with other clubs where, you know, they're meeting us halfway, and that's not the case with Matheus Pereira. In terms of Martin Ojeda, player, fabulous player, passionate for the project of Botafogo. The agent and the player are very much on our side. We're talking actively with the owner. I joke, you know, the player, he has to stop scoring goals, right? He just needs to stop. He needs to go out and slip on a banana peel right in front of the penalty box or something. But he's critically important to that team. It's the nature of his goals, the contribution of assists, and that's a team that's fighting in 4th place right now, and they have the same kind of dreams that we have. So that's a situation where we may or may not be successful, not because the player doesn't want to be here, as may be the case in certain other situations, but that team really has to want to give them up. So we have, at various times in this conversation, we've met what we believe is the reasonable asking price for the player. So it's not an issue of money. It's really just an issue of whether or not that team is prepared to let him go right now. His contract runs from 2024. I promise I'll slow down. Yeah, in summary, if you could say, both of those players, we understand, would like to be here. Both have something in common, which is the clubs really want them. And, that's a different kind of challenge than we faced in other situations.
Basicamente, porque os dois jogadores, a gente acha que querem ir, mas infelizmente os clubes atuais deles não querem vender. São jogadores muito bons e os clubes querem ficar com eles. Então não é questão de dinheiro, mas não tem dinheiro para oferecer o universo. Tá? Então às vezes precisa esperar outro clube encontrar no meio, e senão tem muitas posições para procurar novos jogadores.
We're going to have to buy something, but finally for the first time I see an opportunity to get the whole group together. So I'm looking forward to trying to work that out.
Is there a deadline?
No, there's no other owner that's telling me what to do.
No, but do you plan on when doing this? I mean,
well, if you buy land, then you have to get it permitted and you have to get it cleared, and these things take a long time. So I think we're probably still going to have to lease one of those other facilities, but that's really, it's not going to have any impact on this particular season. But hopefully we get something on a contract and we can show the fans sort of a vision of the future, pretty quickly.
Ok. Eu sou o único dono aqui, então tem ninguém mandando prazo para mim, mas também tem longo prazo, porque tem muito para comprar terra, construir, tem coisas legais, mas estou esperando que talvez logo no futuro vai ter o início disso, para comprar a terra.
John.